What if, by a crazy positive turn of events, the coronavirus is the exact thing that actually does make America great again because what like in turn we start manufacturing more here because we don't really have a choice. Like I know for a fact, because I was reading before, that in Texas there's a bunch of businesses that are starting to manufacture PPE products because we just don't have enough right now in the States. And I know that the government and military is aiding them. So in my head, I'm just like, I wonder if this actually kind of helps us start to manufacture more on U.S. territory. What do you think? Is that absurd?
It's not absurd, but let's put it this way. Can you take a hockey player and turn him into a basketball player? Even if they're an excellent athlete. You don't, like, can you?
I mean, I want to say probably not, slash anything is possible, but I'm leaning more towards no.
So yeah, so that's the thing. We're not set up as a country that will be able to do its own manufacturing. And what's going to happen is by the time we figure it out, it's going to be too late. There's going to be obviously too many people that have died, but also it's just we're not there. Like we're not good at it.
Why do you think that is? Is that because other countries like China have such lower costs to pay their workers, or maybe something else, or
But even that, let's say you throw the economics of it out the window. Like I said, it's going to take you time to turn an excellent hockey athlete into a basketball, even if that's possible. It's just not something we've been doing, right? So I'll give you a perfect example. These ventilators right now, right?
yeah,
And
high in demand?
let me preface this that I'm no expert in any of this. I
Of
don't.
course. Yeah, no, I get it.
This is just literally what I've been looking at and studying and talking. So I've talked to mechanical engineers, and I've talked to people working in hospitals, supply chain management, and these ventilators are absolutely necessary and needed. And what's happened is they're like, oh, GM is going to make them, and Ford is going to make them, and Tesla is going to make them, and then Dyson is making them in the UK. But what ends up happening is that it's not the same thing. Tesla builds cars. Ford builds cars. It's a completely different thing to build a ventilator because your car has warranty, right? Your car has warranty. If something doesn't work in your car, you go, fuck, let me go to the shop, I'll get a new car. If your ventilator doesn't work, you're not getting a new human. You know what I...
Now your reference of like, can you turn a hockey player into a baseball player or a basketball player makes more sense. What you're saying is it would be a very time-consuming process to take companies that normally manufacture cars and to get them to properly manufacture a product like a ventilator, which is made to save people's lives, but because they just don't know things that they just haven't gone through yet, even if they do put these products out, there's a really high likelihood they'll come defective, or they won't work correctly, or they won't save lives. And then the companies might get some backlash and some lawsuits for trying to do a good deed. Not even trying to capitalize. I don't even think, like, if Tesla's trying to do this...
They don't want to do this. They don't want to do this. Their opportunity cost is too high. None of their machines are built to make ventilators.
Tesla,
No, they don't have
or in general?
any of them. In general, none of their machines. The only thing that's built to make ventilators are companies that built ventilators. It's a level 3 medical device. But even let's go back. Let's just talk about masks.
Sure.
We can't even do that because we can't, like, you see how hard it is to turn one type of manufacturing into another type of manufacturing? It's even harder to turn someone that's not in manufacturing into manufacturing. It's the same thing as people saying, oh, all these coal miners, they need to learn how to code. So just transforming one thing into another thing is extremely difficult. And I think by the time we figure it out, and let's say we bring some manufacturing back, we're going to forget all about this thing, and we're going to be like, it's just easier to get it done in China. So I don't think it's going to happen. Because we're not good at, it's too big. Like we're a Titanic. Even though the iceberg is right in front of you, you're not going to turn. And if you happen to miss it, you're not going to turn for the next one.